Good afternoon for the second time pre-season 2 in TNR, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Silverstone. I've just completed a qualifying lap. Not sure where we went because of that pesky qualifying glitch. In the end we are third behind last season's rivals, Stingray and STYLN. So the lights are on and off we go. Really good start there actually, especially compared to the Red Bull from second, and we might be able to sweep around the outside, make sure to leave them some space, and I think we've done it. Indeed we have, up behind the Renault and the driver who came second in last season's title battle to us, of course. Now we're right up behind him. He's got a little bit
looking good from the start
of a sideways moment going on there. We're not quite close enough to make a move into Brooklands though. We'll see what we can do. Just a bit to scare him there, not quite. He goes a little bit wide, maybe around the outside at Luffield. No, he's got that covered off quite nicely, and I couldn't quite make the apex myself. So we'll follow him through Cops. Hopefully not run into the back of him. This could be quite dangerous if he decides to brake and I take it full throttle. In fact, so much dirty air that I completely missed the apex. Whoa, okay, yeah, STYLN with a bit of lag there. That could have been disastrous if we actually collided. Thankfully we didn't. And Stingray indeed got away. I hadn't done any practice or used actually written setup for this race, so I kind of expected that. And indeed we came under pressure from STYLN, who tried to make a move down the inside of Stowe, having had a great run down hanger straight with the first lap of DRS. I maintained the left hand side of the track and swept around the outside of these last two double apexes, just to remain in front for second, and I don't think he'll keep his nose in there for turn 1. That would be very dangerous for both parties. Indeed, he follows us through. He'll be thanking us for not breaking through there, otherwise his front wing would have been gone. Just check our tyre wear in the meantime and look back at the Red Bull. It's time to defend for sure. He still goes to the inside. I'll leave him some space. Just enough, and in fact I think the amount of space I left him was not enough for him to get the full potential out of the line he took through the corner. But I'm known for my defensive skills, so we have to make sure that continues here in TNR Season 2 on F1 2017. Once again the nose of the Red Bull down the inside. I don't take the apex so I don't chop him off. And through Luffield he's not quite as close as he was the previous time, and he'll follow us towards Cops. Faster engine modes are available, but STYLN around the outside, fully in front of us there. He's still on the outside at Stowe. I give him just enough space. Still he's in front of us, so I have to make a move around the outside here. Just leaving enough space. And if that's not the perfect line through there to get around the car, I don't know what is. That was an extremely fun battle we're having so far. In fact, OP gets in on it, as STYLN has a bad exit from the final corner. He comes back at us though, given his speed. The DRS once again deployed for the Red Bull driver, this time looking around the outside of Brooklands. You see his nose there. I'll have a better line, but he'll have the inside for Luffield. Have to leave him some space. Great racing. And I get the traction around the outside. He must be so frustrated. He must think, oh, I've got my nose in front, this is it, finally passed. And is not quite able to maintain the position as soon as he takes it. Anyway, in the pits you can see a dot pulling off. That is the Renault of prying Stingray, relinquishing the lead for an earlier pit stop than myself. I indeed followed him 2 laps later, so he'll get an undercut for sure.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit.
STYLN was with me, same lap.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Note that his dot falls back a lot on pit exit. I'm not sure if he didn't release his pit limiter or something like that, but he definitely fell back way off us. Came to the pits right behind, and now HSV in fact is in front of him, and that was key because I never had to worry about him again. Indeed, it was 2 seconds and 8 seconds in front, the gap to Stingray. I cut that down significantly as I was on the faster tyre. In fact, it's coming down at 1 second a lap at some stages. I got the fastest lap. Couldn't see the gap at that point because OP was in the pits. Finally the gap was at its smallest at 2.6 seconds where it plateaued, and in fact lost a little bit of time on the last lap due to tyre wear and a bit of sliding. So congratulations to Stingray, he wins the pre-season race, and yeah, well I had a really fun battle there with STYLN, so pretty happy with that. Given the amount of practice, none, and given the setup, a Japan setup of all things. So, there you have it, the 3 drivers on the podium, perhaps the 3 contenders for the title this season. I've been Jacko, see you for round 1 in Australia.